Good Thursday evening, South Carolina weather watchers. Hopefully, everyone has had a fantastic Thursday. I'm your host for South Carolina weather, Jesse Peterson, and let's go on and talk about the weather for your Thursday evening going into your future. Looking at the radar right now, nothing going on for the state of South Carolina right now. We can move over here because I think I do see a little bit of something over here in near like the Wilmington radar near Myrtle Beach, and right now nothing. So I think that was just a little thing on the Columbia radar. Don't think it was anything too bad or too specific. But looking at the entire United States, look at this. Barely anything. It is nice and quiet throughout the entire United States. And yes, we do have some showers down here inside of Oklahoma, Texas, and portions of New Mexico, Arizona, and maybe just a little tiny bit up there in northern Maine. But other than that, nothing else is really occurring. Even in Florida, after Milton, maybe a little bit of a little shower activity going on down here in like Daytona Beach, just to the south near Titusville, but that's like on like the East Coast. Like central regions are doing fine. Even the western region of Florida are doing fine as well. So we're gonna go on and talk about our cloud cover. And speaking of cloud cover, it's really nice. Nothing going on in terms of cloud cover tonight, which is a good thing for what I'm about to talk about in just a second. After we talked with the audience, I do want to show some little pictures that I did get today. But I'll show you guys, I'll talk about that in a second. But nothing in terms of cloud cover, and we're going to skip cloud cover for the future. But here is our current temperature: 62 inside Columbia, 66 inside of Charleston, 64 inside Myrtle Beach, 66 inside of Savannah and Beaufort, 64 inside of Augusta, 55 inside Anderson, 59 in Greenville, 51 inside Anderson, 61 inside of, not Anderson, but Rock Hill, and as well as Union, Winsboro as well. And then as you get on going to our low temperatures for tonight are going to be in the 40s. Like 47 inside of Greenville, 46 inside of Spartanburg, 46 inside Rock Hill, 46 in Sherrod, Dillon, 47 in Florence, 48 inside Sumter, Camden, Columbia, 46 inside of Greenwood, Newbury, and Lawrence, as well as 48 inside of Aiken, Barnwell, in Walterboro, Monk's Corner, 51 inside Georgetown, 52 inside of Myrtle Beach, 54 inside Charleston, 56 inside of Hilton Head Island as well. So again, temperatures will be dipping down pretty low tonight. As you talk about precipitation, no precipitation is expected over the next 24 or so hours. No precipitation. Here's the SPC outlook. No thunderstorms are expected for the next 3 days. And then, most likely, if I was to try and guess, I would not really see any sort of excessive rainfall for the next 5 days, and I am correct. No excessive rainfall is expected over the next 5 days. Let's go on and talk about the future real quick, just like the next 48 hours or so. As you push this forward and as you go through tonight, nothing for tonight. Probably nothing for tomorrow either. And even as we go into our Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, just nice. Not really much to talk about here in terms of all of that, but continuing on, let's go on and talk about the tropics. Tropics right now, just showing Milton over here, 70 mile per hour storm. It is now a post-tropical cyclone. It is now tropical storm force winds. Gusty winds and coastal flooding will gradually diminish along portions of the southeastern U.S. coast through tonight, which is pretty much expected as it moves its way to the east. And we also did lose our threat for any sort of storm surge. Storm surge did not develop like we thought because the peak storm surge actually happened during low tide. So since it happened during low tide, it wasn't really much, just in terms of flooding conditions as well. So here is just some other information, just as arrival time of wind. Here's the surge that I was just talking about. Not really much else in terms of surge. Heavy rainfall from Milton. The risk of considerable urban flooding will linger through the evening. That's over with pretty much. And it also talks about in Florida, because this is a pretty important message. In Florida, continue to use caution since deadly hazards remain, including downed power lines and flooded areas. Ensure generators are properly ventilated and placed outside at least 20 feet away from doors, windows, and garages to avoid carbon monoxide poisoning, because you never know what kind of creaks or inside windows, doors that gas can escape through and get into your house. Um, and if you are cleaning up storm damage, be careful when using chainsaws and power tools, and drink plenty of water to avoid heat exhaustion as well. So that's pretty much all that is right there. Now let's go on and talk about Leslie. Leslie, again, moving over. So not really much to talk about there. We have one more interest over here as well. Invest 94. Very interesting to see. But it says recent satellite wind data shows that a broad low pressure area with winds 30 to 35 miles per hour has formed in association with a tropical wave located southeast of the Cabo Verde Islands. However, the system's shower and thunderstorm activity is currently poorly organized. Some additional development could occur while it moves westward or west-northwestward across the eastern tropical Atlantic and the Cabo Verde Islands as well. Really through the Cabo Verde Islands through tonight and Friday. By Saturday, upper level winds are forecast to become less favorable, and further development is unlikely after that. Regardless of development, localized areas of heavy rain and gusty winds are possible across portions of the Cabo Verde Islands through tonight and Friday. And that's it for the tropics. No threat for the tropics right now for South Carolina. So we're going to have to just wait, just see what happens with all of this. And that's pretty much that. So we're going to go on and talk about the future. So we're going to go to one of my favorite websites, and we're going to talk about the next 300 or so hours. So let's see what this has to say as we go through. Here's October the 10th right here. There goes October, all the way into like October the 14th, October the 15th as well. And you can see cold air starting to try to push down into like North Carolina, South Carolina as well. As we're going to see a bit of a cool down going to October the 15th, going to the 16th as well. And then as you continue going again, showers and thunderstorms still continuing, but off the coast. Off the coast going into like October the 19th, the 20th, the 21st, not quite making it onto land. Kind of like one of those events to where as soon as it gets to land, it kind of dissipates. We talked about that a lot during the summer. Really was just a coastal threat. And then after that, again, just not much until we get to around October 26th, to where you can see a cold front is going to try and push through. Again, this is over 350 hours, so again, right now, not really much to say. Not really too much in depth for this, but looks like a pretty intense cold front as it moves through on around October the 26th. So we're going to continue to watch for that and see what happens. But seems to be it for the future. Everything seems to be just calm, just very, very calm. Not really much really to talk about here. Let's go on and talk with the audience. If you want to be a part of the audience, you can by joining us at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. You can leave a comment, question, concern, feedback, anything that you want to leave, you can by joining us at 9 o'clock p.m. It's says, good evening, lovely breezy day at my house. My son told me that he saw the Aurora. I always have trouble trying to pronounce that last part, Borealis. I always have a hard time trying to pronounce it. I just call it the Aurora, the Northern Lights, for example. At the college he attends up north. I wonder if the purple sky yesterday was connected, and that's something that I do want to get into because I did in fact get some pictures of the Northern Lights at my house. I did in fact get some pictures, so we're gonna show those right now. Just because you brought it up, this was one of them at my house. It is I did kind of shrink this one right here, but you can kind of see right here what's going on. You can see the next one over here as well. Just very, very good, especially for the fact that we are this far south. You usually wouldn't see stuff like this far south. But then going into the next picture as well, again, not as vibrant as the second one, and then this one over here. Also, this was the beginning stages when it was just starting up, but this right here for sure was definitely the best one that I got. Definitely great picture that I got. If you have any pictures, you can send them to me at scweather360@gmail.com. If you did get any pictures from the Northern Lights tonight, I saw a bunch of pictures from downtown Charleston, Myrtle Beach. I saw some from, I think, Lake Murray, I believe. I saw some from Conway as well. I saw some, I believe, in Isle of Palms, Monk's Corner, Mount Pleasant. I saw a lot out there, so definitely visible inside of South Carolina. But right now, it could still be visible, but I think that it definitely did peak. Waiting for a potential substorm. If you don't know what a substorm is, it's pretty much just like another burst of energy, honestly, that can make the lights become more visible. But let's continue on back with the audience real quick. Mr. Oliver says, what is the forecast for Chattanooga this weekend? We'll talk about that in just a second. My name says, hello, Jay, hello. Trail says, hi, Joseph, hello. And then same thing, Thad. Lovely day here, window up. That is great. Temperatures right now, I believe, right at my house at least, are around like 61, 62-ish. That's it. I hope all is well your way. This hurricane season has been keeping you busy this year. Definitely for my first year doing hurricane season as well. Definitely has been busy and record breaking. Mr. Anthony does say good evening. Mr. Oliver said that is so cool, Joseph. Confucius says, wow, great pictures. And my mom says, really cool, awesome pictures. Thank you so much. And again, any sort of picture that you have, you can share it with me. And I will indeed share them. I mean, that's not a big deal at all. I mean, it can even be like a sunny day outside and you just want to share a little picture that you have or anything like that. And I mean, we can for sure show it. That's definitely not a problem at all. But over here inside of Chattanooga that we're talking about first, then we'll move down to San Antonio, then we'll do Raleigh. But moving on into Chattanooga, as we go on and push this forward, no precipitation is expected. Same thing for San Antonio as well. No precipitation is expected. And check up here near Raleigh, no precipitation expected for Raleigh. Again, this is a quiet period for the entire U.S., for sure. Just not really much rain going on throughout the entire U.S. right now. As you continue through, as we wait for the temperatures to load up, let's check out the likes real quick. We have 10 people watching and 10 likes, so that's good. Everyone has hit the like button. So, but if you have not already, make sure that you do, in fact, do that. So, going into temperatures for tonight, low temperatures getting into around 49 seems to be. High temperatures tomorrow at around 75. Low temperatures tomorrow night at around 50. High temperatures on Saturday at around 77, 78-ish going into your Saturday. Moving down here towards San Antonio, we do have low temperatures tonight at around 61. High temperatures tomorrow at around 92. Low temperatures tomorrow night at around 60, 59-ish. High temperatures going to around 87, 88, 89-ish going into your Saturday. And as you move up here into Raleigh, North Carolina, low temperatures tonight seems to be probably the coolest at around 45. High temperatures tomorrow at around 67. Low temperatures tomorrow night at around 45 again. High temperatures in around 75, 76. So around the same. Let's go on and talk about severe weather, see what we got going on there. In terms of severe weather, excessive rainfall, nothing going on for today or tonight. Tomorrow, same thing for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, just nothing going on. And then as you go and get into severe weather right now is not really showing much for either location either, as again, this quiet period, just not much is going on at all. So we're just going to go on and skip over that. Let's talk about the drought. The drought conditions right now, because we do have, oh, there goes that. Let me see, let me wait for this to load back up real quick. There we go. So, pretty much right now in terms of the drought monitor right now seems to be showing just some pretty abnormally dry conditions right now. I mean, not really much is going on here except for just abnormally dry inside the low country of South Carolina, even in the Midlands of South Carolina as well. Going to the PD region there. And then as you go into even the Midlands of South Carolina as well, abnormally dry temperatures, or normally dry drought conditions, I should say, does in fact continue as you go through tonight. So tonight, probably like the next week or so. So we're gonna have to, see what happens in terms of this. And that seems to be about it. So that's about it. We're gonna go on and head on out for tonight. Hopefully everyone has had a fantastic rest of your Thursday. And I will be back tomorrow morning with another forecast update. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you have not already, and make sure that you do hit the like button, as well as we have 15 people in here and only 11 likes. So let's go ahead and get that up. And if you have not hit the like button on the video yet, and you're watching this on a video, on the regular YouTube video, go on and do that. And we will be back. Tomorrow with another forecast update.
Hey!